I'm gonna call the special meeting to order at 7 p.m. That's Megan Smith, who is
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we get to this motion, on item 3. So in Naugatuck, we have a fairly unique system where we have a treasurer that is mostly ceremonial, except when we do bonding. When we do bonding, they have to be available throughout the whole series of events. And by law, we have to have a treasurer. So upon the death of Judy Anderson, you need to have a treasurer in place from now until the election, November 7th. So I'm recommending that we make Eileen Tornaccia treasurer for that interim period for many reasons, but primarily because she's going to be here for the next couple of weeks working on the bonds with us anyway. So we need someone to be here who has some idea what's going on. So having said that, when this motion is read, wherever it is blank, I'm recommending we put in Eileen, and then, we can discuss it when we get to the point. So it's actually read anyway, but I'm just saying that the names on page 2 in 3 spots would be Eileen. And what's your address, Eileen?
53 Graham Ridge.
What number?
53 Graham Ridge.
53 Graham Ridge, North. Good,
Motion for board members to adopt the following resolution regarding the term treasurer as it read. Second.
all right, any questions or discussion? Again, this is only for now until November 7th. And we need someone to be here in the month of October. And then when you're treasurer, to go a whole year without getting called in. When there's bonding, and by the way, we're doing our 5th bonding in the next 2 years. So we need about a year for quite a bit.
And Mayor, I know it probably smoke somewhere along the line, but I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you're unaffiliated,
I'm independent.
independent.
Intentionally, I don't know, unintentionally or unintentionally. I probably should be unaffiliated, but independent tech.
You know,
I know, which
It
is
probably
why-
would come up from
Yeah.
someone, I'm sure, so.
Just remember, independent is a party in the state of Connecticut. So unaffiliated may be the thing you're wanting to say. I'm not sure.
well, the answer is what she gave, is what she is registered as.
I'm registered as
She's registered
independent.
as independent, not unaffiliated. That,
Okay, fine. Vote.
Any questions, discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Hold on. My first mistake of the year.
How many times have we heard that? He meant today.
All right, Charlie,
Yes.
Dorothy,
Yes.
Fran,
yes,
Bob,
Yes.
Megan.
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Sarah, yes. That's it, right?
Yep.
All right, so it passes unanimously. Eileen,
Thank you.
I want you to look at the questions for Friday.
Okay.
We've got a list of like 108 questions we have to answer.
Don't you have to swear her in, Pete?
It's a very interesting point, so come on up here, Eileen. My second mistake of the year.
Can't hurt.
I think I also heard that. Like deja vu.
Raise your right hand. I, or Alachia,
I don't even, yeah,
do solemnly
I
swear
solemnly swear
fill the duties
that I will fulfill the
of
duties
the office of treasurer
of the office of President
of the Borough of Hardwick,
Borough of North,
in accordance with the charter of the borough,
according to the Charter of the Borough,
the laws of the state of Connecticut,
laws of the state of Connecticut,
the laws of the United States of America,
laws of the United States.
so help me God. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, this came right to back.
I'll be in the. Thank you. Have a good night.
See ya, treasurer.
Thank you.
Okay,
Item 4, condemnation action on the following properties, 30 Church Street and 0 Church Street. Discussion possible action.
okay, so as you recall, we passed a motion to take the property by eminent domain. We gave them a 30-day period to negotiate. We have to go to the planning commission for a report on Monday. Running tight on the 30 days, so, I'll be entertaining a motion to extend the negotiation period on the 30 Church Street condemnation for 15 days.
Second
Well, someone has to make the motion. Say
motion,
something. Motion by Deputy Mayor, not second by Jan Mazeski. All in favor,
aye,
opposed?
I have a question on that lot
Yeah.
really quick for that.
Yeah.
Just from what I read in the paper, it took like what? I know, well, that's why I wanted to ask you here.
Yeah.
It said it was gonna be used for like, so I was confused by what we're using that lot for now that we're getting it. I thought it was gonna be like some parking, but some like fire pit area and like,
Let's back up. Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't get to that. We don't own it, yet, so we can't plan stuff.
gotcha, because the paper just had me confused.
Well, just so you know, we're using it for parking and because we need to have access from Wilbur Avenue to the back of the property on, on Church Street for fire protection of the rear of the building. Those narrow Church.
Okay.
So those are the two, those are the two reasons that establish our need and establish ours becoming a thing. Once we own it, we can do more with it. And those two things are necessary for us to.
That guardrail separates properties from what we have. So it's in there.
Because that's like the safety issue, correct?
It's a safety issue.
Thank you.
Well,
5, modify the borough of Naugatuck's policy on fund balance to increase the target fund balance rate 15%. Discussion if possible.
okay, so, the policy of the borough of Naugatuck right now is that our target rate is 12%. We can't go below 8%. So it says we have to be between 8 and 12 with the target of 12. As part of the bonding process in discussing the borough's financial status with the rating agencies, and those are very interesting and intense phone calls. It's very clear that for us to become AAA, we have to reach 15% maintain, which is what we've been striving. So we've raised it from 8 to 12. Right now, we're a little over 12. So we're on the high end of our target rate, but our target rate should be, and I'm suggesting we change it to 15%, which would mean that our policy would be, instead of a range between 8 and 12, it would be between either 10 and 15 or 12 and 15, but the target rate that we want to get to is 15%.
So I would feel safer is between 10 and 15 instead of 12, just in case there was some disaster and we suddenly had to expend funds.
And I would agree.
And do we expect to have a surplus that'll fund it?
Yeah, well, we've had one every year.
Yeah.
So, so we, every year we've had a surplus. Some has gone into fund balance, some has gone into capital reserves. So remember, we never, well, I'm gonna say, the Bob remembers, when I became mayor, we were 4 years into a 5-year capital bond. So now it's 8 years later, we haven't borrowed any additional money for roads. We've been using our surplus every year to not only increase the fund balance, not only increase our capital reserves, but to pave more roads, pay as you go. So, and you know, you get credit for that from the legal agencies, but they also 15%. So, I mean, one of my goals is to reach AAA, and to reach AAA, we have to hit 15%. So,
That could mean less money than go into capital reserve.
well, it depends what the surplus is. So, I mean, every year would be different. And every year we make the budget, we should have that discussion. That should be part of the joint board discussion when we, and it is, when we make the budget. It was more pronounced when Dan was the chairman, but we still mention it every year. But it is definitely part of the process. So, having said that,
Wait, I have one more question.
go ahead.
What happens if you don't reach your rate, like your
So
percentage?
we don't have to go up, but according to the policy, if we adopted the way Rocky suggested, which I agree with, during budget season, we can't go below 10%. So we couldn't say, oh, let's reduce the mill rate by reducing fund balance down to 9%. Keep it at a minimum of 10, striving towards 12.
Mike is on Zoom.
Lee?
Mike is on Zoom.
Oh,
And what are
okay.
we at?
12.
And we've been consistently at
We're currently at 12.
Built ourselves back up to 12.
12. Okay.
And also in maintenance policy. They have shown our auditors that we're on a mission to get there,
Okay.
which gives us the ability to get a AAA rating a lot easier. Leverage it.
Okay.
Nancy, in case you didn't hear, Mike Bronco came in to do.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I will entertain a motion that we modify the Borough of Naugatuck policy on the fund balance to a rate that cannot go below 10% with a target rate of 15%.
Motion. Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion to Board of Mayor versus authorize Mayor Hess into the memorandum of agreement concerning the reconnecting communities grant application.
Okay, so I just handed out an agreement. So as you know, last month or recently we applied for a Reconnecting Communities grant application. We're looking to get letters of support for that. So in that, process, we will be partnering with Burgess Capital, who are building, the event center. So they will be a partner of ours. Now remember, they're funded by the AFL-CIO pension plan, and they're using union labor. And, as our partner, they, and in getting letters of support from them and the union, they basically want us to use the same workforce for that project that we're using on the event center. So, I mean, I have no problem with it. So as it says, the construction manager, construction manager, chosen by the borough, would use essentially the same contractors that are working at the event center to build the bridge if we get the,
So this isn't something that has to go out to bid?
well, we go out to bid to, basically union contract. What? Well, that's to be negotiated, but we're trying to get Orbis pay for part of the project.
So basically by telling their people? Like.
Well, in part, yes, but I mean, any negotiation is never over until it's over, so. I mean, I would prefer if they pay the. What?
Baby steps.
Excuse me?
You gotta do baby steps, steps at a time,
Inch by inch.
inch by inch.
Mother did a swell about it. Remember that movie? Baby steps. All right, any questions on item 6? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
All right. We're moving along, good here. Item 7.
Motion to recess to executive session at 7:20. Discussions on the following real estate consultation. B, on industrial section 3, on entire lot 3, field road, Peter Paul Hershey property. Contract sharing information, Burgess, fuel cell, anaerobic, logistic, and broadband project. Pending litigation, inviting it,
But hold on, we are gonna invite Lee in for the beginning, for the first item on executive session. Or he can set up the machine, so Rocky just has to hit a button. But we need to go to the videotape for one of the items here, so.
Oh, that's video.
So don't invite him in, Lee, can you set the machine up for Rocky?
Yep.
Well, we have a motion
Second.
and a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, other reconvene the special meeting at 8:00. And, we're gonna go to item 8. Items emanating from executive session. And I will entertain a motion that I be authorized to enter into a preliminary agreement with Johnson Controls Incorporated to provide information to Johnson Controls to enable them to determine whether it is feasible to provide a merchant fuel cell design build contract to the borough and anaerobic digester design build agreement with the borough, as well as smarter city services to the borough on terms acceptable to the Borough of Nottingham. JCI shall use the information to prepare a preliminary report outlining proposed solutions to the Borough of Nottingham for evaluation and approval by the Borough of Nottingham.
Motion.
Second.
All right, we have. a
So
motion.
moved.
We have two motions and a second. We have a motion by Bob Knapp. And who was the second? Dorothy. Dorothy.
Yeah, no.
So, let's just start off with questions or discussion. Okay, all those, go ahead. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
One opposed, Megan's opposed. Word. All right. Item 9,
Motion to adjourn.
all those.
Aye.
All those in favor? Aye.